The first Descendant has finally dropped, and after spending all day yesterday playing, leveling up, and unlocking characters, I've got some opinions on this game. I got some things I gotta get off my chest. The first Descendant is a brand new hero-based looter shooter. When you think of the first Descendant, think Destiny, and Warframe, and Outriders, and Borderlands, and Anthem. I'm not even kidding when I say this game feels like a legit combination of every other looter shooter that came before it. This game is the everyman's looter shooter, but to be honest, that's not even a bad thing. For years now, humanity has been settled on the planet Ingress, and let me tell you, they were vibing and thriving. 100 years ago, the gates to other dimensions were opened. This kickstarted the invasion of two different alien species, the Vulgus and the Colossi. The Vulgus are a race of aliens that are working to destroy our planet. The Colossi are another race of aliens, but they're a bit different. First of all, they're big as hell. The Colossi are basically like Transformers, bro. They're just giant, heavily armed, statue robot looking things. Some look kinda cyberpunk and some straight up look like Elden Ring bosses. At first, humanity thought the Colossi were there just to hunt the surviving humans, but it became evident they were searching for something. They were actually all after something called the Iron Heart, which is an infinite energy resource that's said to exist on our planet Ingress. With two advanced alien species coming at them, humanity was baked, bro. I'm talking straight deep fried. They were still fighting with swords and shields at this time, I'm not even playing, but there was still some hope. The scientific faction of the Vulgus aliens actually betrayed their own people and chose to side with humanity. With the new alien tech, humans were finally able to evolve. Humans finally put down the swords and picked up the sticks, boy. I'm talking blicks. We needed aliens to tell us how to invent guns in this game's lore. There is no way the United States ever existed in this universe. But teaming up with this group of aliens did more than give us access to more advanced weapons. Somehow, they were able to awaken a power that lays dormant in human genes. This power is called the Arche, and it's actually documented in the ancient texts of Ingress, basically the Bible for this planet. Arche represented the power of ancestors who died to unknown causes. Now this brings us to the present. Corel, the leader of the Vulgus, invaded Ingress to fulfill the mission left by his forefathers. The Colossi invade due to cursed commands from their predecessors. Now the Descendants, with their new power, strive to protect Ingress and carry on the mission left by their ancestors. Damn, bro, what type of family tree 23andMe Ancestry.com ass plot? Everybody just doing what their family wants. Damn! Don't you guys have dreams and goals of your own, bro? My dad wanted me to finish college. Here I am editing a YouTube video. When players get into the game, it's time to pick a Descendant and get to work. Descendants all have different roles, powers, and abilities. Some are support or debuff roles, while others run the role of straight up damage. There's also protector/tank type Descendants as well. Right off the bat, the character designs are fire, bruh. The game was made by a South Korean studio, and you can definitely tell. Why they got her looking like that, bro? I've seen her, bro. She's the... God! $7.50? Okay, so that's $10. $10. What? They are so out of pocket, bro. Look, I love my Korean brothers and sisters, man. They just can't help themselves sometimes. Every single Descendant has unique abilities, with some using elemental powers and others utilizing equipment like tech, drones, or armored power suits. Now that we got the lore out the way, do I even like the game? Should you even get the game? Let's talk about it. Like I said earlier, the first Descendant truly feels like a combination of every other looter shooter, inspired by and clearly taking elements from a few. There's people saying this game is literally Warframe, bro. Now, my first impressions with this game were a little bit mixed, I'm not gonna lie. I did get the chance to play this game early at Summer Games Fest. It was a pretty limited playtest. I only fought 2 bosses, but I will say, I enjoyed it. I fought the first boss on regular, and I told the team it was too easy for me, bro. I was like, yo, I'm a professional gamer. I need to be tested a bit. So they cranked up the difficulty, I don't even know to what, bro. And I will never, ever forget. One of the devs was even like, bro, it's gonna be pretty hard. I was like, brother, have you ever fought Riven on Destiny 2? I got this, bro. I got my ass beat so bad. I had friends, other creators, the first Descendants team, all laughing at me, bro, because they were all watching me try it on hard. One of the most humbling experiences in my life, not gonna lie. Fast forward to yesterday and finally trying the full game. First off, I was genuinely surprised at how good the cutscenes were. I mean, these cutscenes felt like a movie, bro. That shit was cinema. I was locked in. Yo. Another thing I noticed right off the bat is that this game is loud as shit, brother. I don't know what they got going on, if they're trying to make people deaf, but I had to turn down everything just to hear my friends in Discord. When you first get in the game, you have a choice between 3 starter Descendants, each with completely different playstyles. From there, you go through the introductory missions. Things here can feel a bit easy, but it's all good because it turns up real soon after that. The first thing I noticed was the movement and the aiming. Movement felt pretty good and the shooting itself felt great, but the aiming in felt jerky as hell. I definitely had to hop on the settings and change a couple of things right off the the bat. But once I did that and got a bit more used to the game's tuning, it became just another day at the office. The weapon and gear system is layered enough without feeling too complicated. Every weapon can be equipped with mods as well as your character. Every character comes with a double jump and a grappling hook standard. The grappling hook can honestly feel a bit clunky at first, and I definitely found myself wishing it had more range. But once you get used to the movement, it actually becomes pretty entertaining and smooth, especially with certain characters. Some characters have movement abilities while others have kits completely focused on offense or defense. Now, all your abilities are not available right off the start though. You'll have to level up a few times to access them all, but it doesn't take that long at all. Matter of fact, if that's something that bothers you, go ahead and uninstall this game, bro. Refund it, use the money to go get a fade. Because if you don't like leveling up and grinding, this game is not for you. Make no mistake about the type of game this is and what it's getting compared to. This is a free-to-play looter shooter with 14 playable characters, exotic weapons, upgrades and abilities, bosses and raids. This game is about to be a grind fest, bruh. And while we're on the topic of the grind, we might as well talk about the monetization, because boy, it's rough. Now look, it's a free-to-play game and it's a looter shooter, so you already know what that means. Cosmetics, weapon skins, bundles, battle pass, all the usual suspects from a free-to-play game. Now, I'm not really complaining about these things because, again, the game is free, and I get they gotta make money somehow. Everything in the game is able to be earned for free just by playing and grinding the game, which is great. But the economy of this game, the prices for some of this shit, instead of grinding and finding materials, you can pay to instantly unlock some Descendants, bro. Some of these characters are $20 a pop, bro. Jesus. But wait, dog. I went to the shop to see Ultimate Bunny. Whole community has been hyping up this bunny character. The name Ultimate Bunny is so crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm like, shoot, maybe I'll buy the ultimate version, get fully powered up and stun on these hoes. Tell me why it's $100. 150 times 2. Blue strip, Benjamin Franklin. What, bro? Again, I get it's a free game and they gotta make money, but damn, bro. Destiny 2 doesn't even have something that expensive. I've seen a few people even calling this game a pay to win since you can just straight up buy max level characters. I actually gotta disagree with that though. Since it's a PvE game and you're not facing any other players, you're really just paying to save time and skip the grind. You're really just paying to skip the whole experience of the game for real. The nature of this game is simple. Grind and upgrade your character, as well as unlocking new characters. Level up your weapons, modules, and mastery rank until you're ready to take on that next big boss or difficult mission. Unlocking high-level characters will definitely be a grind, but if that's your sort of thing, you're gonna love this game. Now, when it comes to problems I have with this game, there's honestly not too many to write home about. I was experiencing some heavy frame drops on day one, but that's to be expected. I'm not entirely sure if it was the server or the game itself. I only lagged out once, and I didn't really have any login or connection issues like I heard about some people having. I noticed the English didn't really match up to the characters' lips like at all, but this is a South Korean game, so it makes sense that it wouldn't be made for English. Some of the dialogue felt a bit weaker than others for sure, and this melee, bro. What the hell is the melee in this game? Why are we hitting enemies with pool noodles, bro? What the hell? Why is it so weak? I used to play Destiny as a Titan. You can punch people to Pluto in that game. A good feeling melee is the cornerstone of good combat, and this melee feels like shit. I really hope they change the animation, make it hit harder, hopefully give us some special themes and animations. The battle pass in this game is also straight buns, bro. I'm not even saying that to hate. I'm not mad at battle passes for existing, but I'm not gonna lie, this battle pass is cheeks. There wasn't a single character skin in the battle pass. They really want you to buy those separately. The story also doesn't start off nearly as engaging as something like Destiny 2, and it will definitely have you sitting through a lot of dialogue at times, but it is a story to get interested in. Look, I'm not gonna say this is the Destiny killer or the next big game, because honestly, this game isn't revolutionary. It's not world changing, but I have been having a good time on it. I played all day yesterday and didn't really get bored at all. That could be because it's just a new game, but I was tired of Kill the Justice League after 2 hours, bro. Once you start using different characters in this game, testing abilities, fighting bosses and stuff, it gets pretty entertaining. I do like a game where I can grind and level up, becoming more powerful to take on the end game content. Like, I'm a sucker for shit like this, I'm not gonna lie. The game is fun alone, but it gets real fun with friends. Like, that's the real experience. I'm not too attached to the story or any of the characters just yet, but I am interested enough to keep playing it for a bit. I'm hoping to see more Descendants added to the game, more cosmetic options, and I'm really hoping upgrading character skills really makes a difference. Abilities like the Ice Dart feel kind of weak, and I'd love to see the animations change or become more powerful as you level up. There's no restrictions on characters. If you and your boy both feel like playing Bunny, go ahead, y'all are good. I'm not exactly sure if this game will stand the test of time, especially against games like Destiny. There's definitely a lot of potential with characters, story, and abilities. As long as the studio doesn't become too obsessed with trying to squeeze money out of the player base, I could see it being fun for a little while. Right now, for a free-to-play game, I'd give it a good 7.5 out of 10. I can see why people would be hesitant or straight up not want to play, but I've been enjoying every bit of it so far. I'll be interested to see what Season 1 for this game looks like and what type of content it brings in. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the game so far in the comments below. I'm planning on making a 1-month update on this game to see how it's holding up, but right now, I'm about to go get some Chipotle, because I'm hungry as fuck.
We been steady mob, yeah. Running routes, we mob, yeah. In a whip, we mob, yeah. Money straight up past, yeah. Talking shit gon' cost, yeah.